Hello guys, good morning, good morning. How's everyone doing today? Guys, just please confirm if you can listen, if you can hear me, if you can see the screen. That will be good actually. Yep. Is everything all right? Okay, just to make sure. All right. Good morning to you. Everything looks okay. Perfect. So, guys, let's get started. And at this point, let me fix everything here. All right, perfect. Now, what do we have? Australian dollar against the US dollar. Long time to see. Yes, Ruben, I understand. I'm trying to sort out all the technical and how we're gonna do the webinars from now on. Okay, and some nice packages that I will prepare for everyone here. So guys, let's start with the Australian dollar, US dollar on the weekly chart. And what do we see here? What do we see here on the weekly chart? It's that last week price stopped at this support, and beginning of the week, actually on Monday, we ended up with this bullish engulfing candle. So since Monday, we said we're supposed to look for buy signals only. So if you look on this chart here, that's the hourly. I use the Bollinger Bands just for entry purposes. So, and that was kind of weird because the Australian dollar really moved to the upside only during the Asian session. So it was a little bit tough for me to get involved with this one. I didn't find any entries, to be honest, at the time I was looking on the chart. So, but I'm still bullish. Remember, guys, I told you that price usually when it printed these long impulse candles, somewhere in the middle of these candles there is an accumulation of volume, and we might see buyers coming in aggressively and push the price higher. Okay, so I'm still bullish on this one today. I didn't change my bias, and we see what's going to happen. Yes, we acknowledge the fact that we are at a strong resistance, but again, for any trend to be continue, we need resistance to be breaking all the way up. Next one, pound US dollar. Let's go from the weekly chart. That's the weekly. Last week the price stayed below this this support, was playing around this support and this resistance, and we had a false breakout of this support last week. Then if we use the daily chart, which is this one here, we see the price came from this long-term downward trend line, found some resistance here, and we want to see what's going to happen at this point. Now, at the beginning of the week, I was more bullish, but as we approach this area of resistance, we see that yesterday the price reversed pretty much 100%. Therefore, today I will be cautiously looking for sell opportunities, not necessarily to buy it, because it's a little bit of weighted on the seller side. We are in a downtrend, bearish. That's a dark cloud candle. It's not a bearish engulfing, but again, we must understand that the implications can be more bearish today. So if we check the hourly time frame, what we can see here is that during the New York session, during the New York session, the price continues drop, and during the Tokyo session this morning and the Sydney session, the buyers weren't anywhere nearby. So maybe we're gonna see some continuation to the downside. Okay, I will be looking for some short plays here, but again, it has to come with a solid price action. Now, for those who are trading the engulfing candles like myself, this engulfing here, it had 6.9 pips on average. Usually it's good to use about 20 pip stop loss in these occasions, because on average, Great British Pound against the US dollar moves about 100 pips a day, 80 to 100 pips a day. So if we have a stop loss of about 20 pips, we have high chances to make a 2-to-1 within a day. So that's maybe a good opportunity for this morning. All right, guys. Maybe this one here will be, let's say, a good one. That's 20 pips stop loss. And about 2-to-1 take profit. You can go a little bit more. Okay, 3.5 to 1. Cautiously, I will go for 2-to-1 first. I can post this on our Telegram channel for those who are on the Telegram. All right, so let me send you guys there. So next one, Euro US dollar. And for those who guys are not on our Telegram channel, if you see on the YouTube, we have all the links there, so you are more than welcome to join us. Next one, Euro against the US dollar. On the weekly chart, it's still downtrend. We see the moving average as they pointed downwards. An inside indecision candle printed last week, but there are multiple resistance lines. There is also the 10-period moving average, and price found some strong resistance yesterday. So although beginning of the week I was looking for some bullish price action to trade to the upside, but the resistance yesterday pretty much stopped the whole move. So at this point here, daily chart, let's see if we can draw a trend line from here to there. That's the next relevant point. The trend line had been broken to the upside. So and that's where things they became a bit they tend to be a bit complicated now. Okay, so at this resistance we have this strong bearish, we can say bearish engulfing, but because it engulfs the previous body. But for me, it's not the strongest bearish engulfing. I would like to see the price takes the low of the previous candle. Anyway, today most likely we're going to have bearish implications. So let's check the lower time frames. Let's say the 1 hour chart, pretty much similar picture like the pound. So we're going to mainly be looking to sell. If you look at the 4 hour chart, 1, 2, 3 candles. Remember, guys, it's been many months ago I explained, when you see the 4 hour chart during the Asian session to put 2 to 3 candles within the New York 4-hour candle, then that's a strong indication that market likely is going to continue to the predominant direction, which mainly is down now. Okay. Next one, Kiwi. That's an interesting pair. So price made a new low on the weekly chart. Usually I like to see where the market has support and resistance, because guys, if we're going to trade on the 1-hour chart, if we trade on the 15 minutes, 1 hour, 5-minute chart, it's not that much of relevance information to find some long-term weekly behavior. But that's why I like on the weekly only to use the previous week's low and the previous week's high and use them as strong support and resistance. And then we check the when we go down to the daily chart, for example, to find some more information if it's there. All right, in this case here, there is a hidden resistance at this point, and this stuff I will start sending it out on the Telegram soon, not right now. I'm preparing some structure now, guys, so thank you for your patience and bear with me. It's a beginning, and always the beginning. It's a little bit different. Okay, it's a little bit challenging actually, but that's not any problem at all. So we continue from this point. We do expect to see some more weakness, to be honest, on the 4-hour chart. Kind of double top, not the best double top. And that's also hidden divergence here. Price makes lower low and the indicator makes higher low, higher high, sorry, and that's hidden divergence, and that's more bearish. And on the hourly time frame, you can see a little bit better structure. Now, if you believe that the price is going to keep dropping today as well, you can use, and you want to sell, let's say you can use some limit orders here. I would prefer to go with minimum 20 pips stop loss all the time on the majors, minimum 20 pips stop loss. I wouldn't go lower than that, okay, like 10 pips, because, you know, guys, volatility spreads, and I mean 20 pips on the, based on my experience, 20 pips on the majors, it's more than it's fine. Okay, it's fine. USD CAD was my my favorite for the week, because look at this. On the weekly chart, we see price makes higher high. I draw for you the resistance, the first resistance. If price breaks above this resistance, the next is this one here, and the relevant support is this one down there. Okay. So I was looking, and I'm looking for long positions on the USD Canadian dollar, and here is the daily chart. On the daily chart, that's not the daily chart, that's the daily chart. On the daily chart, since Monday, I was looking for long, and yesterday we put this bullish engulfing. So even today, I believe it's a good day to look for long. And then if we check the hourly chart, we see, no, that's the 4-hour actually. And yesterday on the 4-hour, it was this bullish engulfing here. Remember, our strategy is to find price action. When we want to buy, we want to find price action at the bottom of the band. So I see this bullish engulfing, and that was the best, for me, the best setup so far on the week. All right, I ignored any sell signals because I was looking to buy, and this one here was the ideal entry for me. Now, something to, what about the hourly chart? Of course, on the hourly chart, This one here, someone could take it as a buy signal, but it was the time I wasn't trading. I wasn't even looking at the charts. But this one here, it's the bullish engulfing also on the hourly chart, and it continued up until 12 p.m. It created that 4-hour engulfing as well. So hourly engulfing followed by 4-hour engulfing, very strong buy position. And guys, that's the most important the most important thing in trading is to identify what would you trade for the day and which direction. If you identify that, it's going to be much easier to focus and narrow your attention to what you have to execute on. And it's something that, because I coach many traders now, and I see it happening all the time. People, they get confused, and that's normal, okay, to get a bit confused about which direction should you go now. I see a bearish engulfing, but overall I want to buy, but this bearish engulfing, oh my god, why I cannot buy with why I cannot buy with sorry, why I don't sell when I see the bearish engulfing. But if the higher time frame suggests buying, why to try and sell, right? This screening and all this analysis, I do it on a daily basis, and again, it's going to be a part of what I will give you soon on the Telegram channel, guys. So please make sure you engage as much as possible, because that's everything going to be for your best interest. Next one is the USD-CHF. USD-CHF on the weekly chart, we see that price dropped with lower lows and lower highs, and we said that beginning of the week I said that I will be looking for more sell position. So pretty much that's all the information I extract from the weekly chart from this currency pair. Then I have my daily chart here, and I trying to understand if there is, like it was this one here, that's a strong resistance, and I keep that on the chart. Nothing else from the daily. Now, because I have more time in front of the charts, I don't take trades on the daily. I trade takes only on the hourly and 15 minutes for our charts. Those, because I can manage better the market, which works fine for me. So this bullish candle, I ignore it because I wasn't looking to buy the USD-CHF. I was betting more on the Swiss franc strength rather than on the dollar weakness, to be honest. So I was looking to sell, and I didn't either take this dodgy candle yesterday because I expect it to come and tap right at this resistance. So I'm not in any trade yet, but I'm still looking for shorts at least, and we see what's going to happen. Maybe it's gonna come, maybe not, who knows, right? Next one, USD JPY, and that's the weekly chart. Again, and a very promising pair. It's been since April, it's in an uptrend. It's gonna go for maybe, who knows, better not to say maybe for a year, but we are used to Japanese yen weakness in general because, as I explained many times, they heavily depend on export, on import. So they want to keep their currency in general weak. But of course, with the global political events, everything affected here. Anyway, price makes higher highs and higher lows and higher closes on the USD JPY. Then if we check the daily chart, It's kind of topping at this point. Let's zoom a little bit. So, but again, based on the weekly, I'm looking for longs until the price is going to show signs of reversal right at the resistance area. And remember, we trade what we see and not what we think. Okay. And yesterday there were two entries. Actually, if you picked up the one, that's fine. We had two entries here on the hourly time frame, where price rejected the lower band and printed a strong reversal price action. Some people, they took this trade to the short side because they saw a trend with lower highs and lower lows. I ignored that. It wasn't part of my plan, so that wasn't any important trade for me. And let's check the pound JPY as well as the euro JPY. You can see on the hourly chart, they are both very weak. Now, that's the daily chart of the pound JPY, guys. If you want to start from the weekly, it was a bit messy on the weekly, to be honest, but we draw our resistance at this 183.86, and on the daily chart, it printed yesterday this reversal price action, and that's a bearish engulfing. So today, mark this in your watch list. Pound JPY, there is a high chance for this market. See, 1, 2, 3 candles. There is a high chance for this market to show some weakness. Now, this one here, bearish engulfing. Let's use the Bollinger Band. So bearish engulfing right at the 20 period moving average on the hourly chart. Maybe it's a good signal. All right. Now, pound against the JPY, it's much more volatile than pound against the US dollar. And this pair moves about 150 pips on a daily basis. So taking that in mind, you can increase your stop loss here. Instead of 20 pips, you can go 30 pips or even 40 pips, and hopefully you go for, because you have room to go for 2 to 1 until the price comes here. So if you want to sell, you can use that in your best interest. Now, in 2 hours, if the 4-hour chart ended as a bearish engulfing, that will make the things a little bit more interested, because we can use the previous swing high of the 4-hour chart as a stop loss area. So we tighten our stop loss, and that will be more beneficial. Exact the same happens with the euro against the Great Britain, against the JPY. But what I like on the euro most is the fact that it came right at this resistance. All right, right at the resistance. So if I take you down to the daily chart, you can see that's the resistance of the weekly. And look at this here, pretty much equal low, bearish engulfing candle at the resistance. And guys, look at this, start from here, yeah, to there. And do we have some divergence? We have actually divergence C class. That means when the price make equal top and the indicator pretty much equal top as well. So still divergence, strong weakness on this pair. Guys, keep an eye on that one. We would like to sell it. Why not? Okay, I'm just playing between different time frames. On the hourly, bearish engulfing again, printed above the 20 period moving average. We can use a stop loss of 25 to 30 pips, and we can short this one. Do you have any currency pair you would like to do analysis, guys? Because that's all from me today. I will be ready to trade the DAX. On the DAX today, let me give you the analysis as well. Price came at the support. On the daily chart, we see that there is a reversal price action, rejected the weekly support and make the new high. Euro pound Rumen, okay, we're gonna have a look. So on the lower time frame, it make a higher high and higher low, of course, and now I'm looking to buy. Okay, so here I have a trend line. Price already made a nice bullish engulfing, and I will be looking for buying positions here. So, and last one for my friend Rumen. Euro, Great British Pound, weekly chart at resistance here, right? Daily chart got rejected here, but this bearish engulfing, it didn't continue. So the sellers, it looks like they are not here. We want a rejection at the top. We want to see it followed by strong bearish candles like this one here. You see rejection, couple of candles later, they went bearish. Here, rejection, but a rejection of the higher prices and then rejection at the lower prices. So it's like an equilibrium, or more likely for this to continue to the upside. So I'll be looking to, if you ask me, just pick up something and trade on this currency pair, Euro JPY, Euro Great British Pound, I will go for long rather than short. Okay. All right, guys, that's all from me today. I hope you found some value on the webinar. Again, now we will start doing this. Actually, they're going to be, the duration, it's going to be about 15 to 20 minutes. Again, now because it's the first one, we are, I think, where is the time? Oh, 27 minutes, much more time, but that's okay. Hopefully from tomorrow, everything will be smoother. All right, guys, for those that are on the Telegram channel, we're going to be in communication there. In the meantime, happy trading, and I look forward to see you tomorrow. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.